Alright, what is up everybody? We are back with more of Avadon 2 The Corruption. We're about to continue on into this mission we are finding where we find Yannick. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and proceed. Nobody has been inside this temple for many years. Webs and moss hang from the ceiling, and dust covers the floor. Nobody has been in here, that is, but one person. A single pair of boots has recently left tracks in the grime. You listen for Yannick. You do hear movement in the darkness, but it's not a human. It sounds like bone scraping against bone. Oh joy, more undead. Okay. Now you enter the catacombs under the temple. Many honor warriors of the Taiwan were interred down here and forgotten. This place is centuries old. You find no signs of where Yannick went. He must be down here somewhere, at least his body. Okay, so the other companion quests were relatively short. So I wonder if this one's going to be decently short too. Regardless, I'm going to go ahead and help out my teammates, of course. Or my companions. Especially since I went through a whole entire sequence without them. Okay, so this was just another set of stairs down. Nope, get away. Okay, what? Here I'm trying to be all slick. Yeah, these steel bones can clearly cast the steel wind spell, but it is still no match for me. Okay, well, Yannick is definitely there, but yeah, let's take care of these skeleton warriors first. Honestly, out of all the companion missions so far, though, I feel like Alcander had the longest one. The rest of them are relatively short. Like even Dedrick, even though you had to fight a bunch of enemies for Dedrick, even that didn't feel as long and tedious as Alcander's was. Because Alcander, you had to do a bunch of stuff with like turrets and like Tinker Mage stuff. I feel like Alcander had definitely had the longest one. The rest of them have been relatively either decently paced or very short. There is a magic circle on the floor here. A pool of stagnant water is in the alcove to the south of it. Yannick is standing in the center of the circle, staring into the water. His robe is torn and filthy, and he looks thin and haggard. He is doubtless lucky that you have found him, and yet, when you approach him, he doesn't react. He keeps staring into the pool and whispering softly to himself. Yannick? He doesn't respond. He keeps whispering, I'm here to save you. Yannick stops whispering for a moment, then he starts again. Yannick screams and leaps away from you. He starts to run out of the room, but you grab his arm. It takes a minute, but you manage to calm him down enough to get him to recognize you. Malik, it is you. You are here. Bless luck. The knowledge is here. I knew it. We can have it. We can share it. How'd you get here? I came here. It is hard to remember. Yes, the gates open. To me, I came in. The place welcomed me. It knew I sought its knowledge. With respect, it let me in. Tell me about this knowledge. You can't hear it? Hear the whispers? The promises? There is ancient knowledge here, the sort I have been seeking. We have been seeking. It is here, waiting for us. What do you want to do? Yannick points to the north. There, the spirit is here, with this promise. Knowledge, waiting to give it. I only waited for you, waited so we can share it. What is waiting for us? Spirit of this temple, a Tawan spirit, wise and powerful, ready to aid us, promising us knowledge. We need to go now. And what will this knowledge cost? Cost? Then Yannick smiles. He's forgotten that you asked the question. Who was the spirit? I don't know. Powerful, honored in life, enough to build this temple for him? Don't know more. Need to learn it. That is why we go to him. Won't the spirit hate the pact? It predates the pact. It may not even know what the pact is. Alright, we can go. Yannick lets out a gasp of relief. A single tear runs down his cheek. Yes, Malik, you can share the knowledge, the glory. Come with me, and I promise I will be ever loyal to you. He points to the north. The gate is there. Malik, please, I beg you, let me have my glory. Yannick walks up to you. His eyes are still glazed over. Malik, the knowledge, it is still here, still in the temple. While you are here, I will be with you, in case we go, in case we learn. You enter the small chamber at the north end of the hall. It is ringed by stone pylons, covered with runes. Yannick stares at them, quivering with anticipation. You are more distracted by the shade in the center of the room. It is faint at first, but more solid with every passing moment. It is the ghost of a Taiwan warrior. He wears ghostly plate armor and a wide variety of insignia. The symbols are archaic, so you have no idea what they mean, but you suspect they convey high honors. The shade looks at you and grins. Yes, an offering at last. So hungry. So long. So hungry. Are you a god? No, my ungrateful people, they did not give me the worship I deserved. I lurk here, a mere shade, ignored and forgotten. Now I only grab for scraps, like you, to maintain my cold existence. Are you the one who took control of Yannick? Yannick? Is that its name? It doesn't matter. It will be remade to serve. Yannick ignores all this. He stares at the stones. Who were you? You must ask. You ask the name of Defender Ulysses. Ulysses, the great general who took Hoklanda into the Taiwan Empire. Such a victory, such glory, and I am forgotten. Ulysses trembles. You are mine now. You will pay. Pay for what? For forgetting me. You will be erased. You will serve till you are scraps of flesh. You will sustain me. In return, you will get knowledge. Knowledge of the joy of service. Perhaps there is some other way I can aid you. I have been neglected in this ruin too long. It took all my power to hold the bait in place to draw you here. I will not let you slip away. You are mine. I will deal with you, arrogant spirit. Ulysses cackles. I am the great leader, the war master, the mind taker. I will prove my dominion. The shade of Ulysses looks around for Yannick. The sorcerer is close to your foe and in sight. Ulysses points at Yannick. It is time for your reward. The shade whispers, serve me, and the knowledge is yours. Yannick's gaze grows even more vacant than before. Oh, snap. That was his... But he was able to resist the charm. Oh, I forgot to check if that was forgot to check if that sword was good for Cleta. With a final blow and a spectral scream, Defender Ulysses fades away. His shades fade with him. The dark magic of these catacombs immediately starts to fade. Serdica will no longer have problems with monsters being drawn to this ruin. One thing does not change, though. Yannick is still dazed. The soft whispering only he can hear has not ceased. He runs up to the stone pillars and begins to inspect the runes that cover them. What did they say? Yannick shakes his head. He looks closer, then he runs to another pillar, then another. He shakes his head. No, this can't be right. What is it? Nothing. illegible. Mostly, what is left is a simple history. This battle, that victory. No magic, no rare knowledge, no power. No. It can't be. This will be solved. Solved how? In my spare time, in my quarters, at night, the words, I can see them when I close my eyes. I will find the secret, the message. It was promised, a true promise. True promise, I will find it. Can I help? No, you can't. This is my work, not yours. Yannick, it was a trick. You need to let it go. For a moment, you think that he might listen to you. The moment passes. No, I felt it so strongly. The secret. I will learn it for the Pact, for Avadon, for all of us. Malik, thank you. You did all I could have asked of you. I owe you a debt, and I'll make sure it is repaid. I am your loyal servant. Now, let us leave. I have all I need. The study comes next, then the learning, then the victory. He smiles, then he turns to leave. Alright, let's go ahead and check this broadsword real quick. Broadsword of the tower. Maybe we'll be good on Furia, but not. I'll leave that one on Kalita. Robe of the Sorcerer. Ooh, that's good for you. Dang, we didn't even need to use my woods bat here. Okay, so that was actually still relatively short compared to the Alcander. So yeah, I think Alcander had the longest one overall. The rest of them I got through pretty easily. Okay, well, can't really afford any. Actually, one thing I wanted to check real quick is if Ietsu had anything to say at Fort Foresight. I just want to kind of call it Foresight because that's such a tongue twister for me. It's a Fort Foresight. Fort Foresight. I explored the Tawan temple you sent me to. Ietsu listens to your tale with awe. Amazing! You saw Deleuze. He existed, and you killed him. He was not just a phantom. What a relief. Redbeard will be thrilled to hear of this. Be sure to report it to him as soon as possible. Okay, so nothing really there from her, besides that. But yeah, that really took no time at all, actually, with Yannick. But I did help out all my companions, and now they'll all be loyal to me, pretty much. Oh, I forgot to give that to him. Hang on to this, we'll sell this. Alright, first let's head down to Nicodemus. Let's see if at least his anvil anyway, and get this runestone covered, and then sell some items, and then we'll talk to Art Callan. Give that even further boost to intelligence. Alright, let's see what Hart Kellen has to say about Yannick. I'd like to give you some information. I want to talk to you about Yannick. Good. We know that Yannick slipped out of Avadon and went to the Taiwan Empire. Very odd. Very suspicious. What we don't know is why. Yannick wanted to explore Taiwan Temple. I aided him. And now he is damaged. All can see it. What is it about sorcerers? Why do they drive themselves mad with such abandon? At least we know that he cannot be fully trusted. Thank you for the knowledge. He rewards you a large pouch of coins as a reward for the information. Alright, is this another one of those where I can talk to Redbeard about? You return to Redbeard's hall thinking he might be interested in discussing your hunt for Miranda. It is not to be. Redbeard is unwell. He sits alone in his throne. The hearts are keeping their distance. Empty wine bottles litter the floor. The mighty keeper of the Black Fortress is pale and trembling. He looks at you with wild eyes. Malik, of course, only you lack the wisdom to stay away, to see me in my spells. You will succeed, but only if you pull it together. Pull it together? Yes, again, always return, always focus, keep working. Remember all who depend on me, the looks in their eyes if I fail. But me? What about me? So old. If only. If only. Redbeard is quiet for a long time. He knows what he wants to say. He just isn't sure if he has the courage to say it. Finally, for perhaps the first time ever, he finds it in himself to say the words, "If only I could step down." Why don't you? Because I would die. My enemies, my successors, the council. There are so many who would need to end me. They would. I would die, probably horribly. You must remain. You have a duty. Do it. Your harsh tone angers Redbeard. He kicks an empty wine bottle at you, but even in his reduced state, he can see that you speak truth. Fine, Malik, leave me. If you spread gossip about what you have seen here today, I will make you pay. You leave, relieved that you have escaped with your head. What if we tell him something else here? If you have to die, you must. Do what is best for the pack. Redbeard doesn't respond to this. He stares silently at the floor and keeps staring. You wait. He doesn't say anything. It is really awkward. Finally, you leave. There is nothing else to do. Redbeard must work this out for himself. Alright, what if we say I don't know then to him? I don't know, then. I accept your counsel in a way I've never done. And you return the honor with mushy mouth nonsense? You are a coward. You are weak. Leave me. I will recover. I always do. Then I will rise again and our foes will die in fire. He starts kicking empty wine bottles at you until you leave. Well, I'm not going to take power from him or anything, so we'll just leave him alone. Redbeard is still as exhausted and temperamental as he was the last time you spoke with them. You decide to keep a safe distance. I mean, I hate to be neutral, but then again, I feel like that was the best option for me. Yannick is still sitting at his customary table. Books and scrolls are arrayed in front of him, but he doesn't look at them. He stares off into space. Occasionally, he mutters something. When you sit down, he doesn't look at you. He says, Malik, yes. How are you doing, Yannick? Oh, well, very well. I'm recovered from the minor bruises of my ordeal and trying to unpack all I have learned. The sun. He smiles. Yes. And what have you learned? So many things. Every day I realize more things. I was unlocked. So many angry voices. So many commands. Keeping me from seeing. Angry voices? So much anger in the wind, the rain, the icy pinnacle. Sending us, recalling us. So much wisdom if we blank. Are you sure you're alright? Yannick doesn't seem to hear the question. Tell me something you have seen. I have seen that we are not free. You and I. You will be free with me in tunnels and sky. We need only to break free. To flee or rise, exodus. Break free? What are you saying? Calm, Malik. Think. Wait, it can all change. If we can make it change. Enough talk. Speak of little things. Soup and towels. What did you want? Okay, well, actually, before we go, let's go ahead and get the potions we do have to him, because I think I will be taking Dedrick with me. Okay, make sure Yoshiri and Yannick don't have anything. Yeah. Okay. Drake skins. The record keeper. Okay, so we don't really have much left besides what we have already gotten so far. Actually, yeah, we have 2 Drake skins. We can. I would like the armor. Beastmaster's Jerkin. The one we already have is a lot better because we get other benefits. So, yeah, well, we'll just sell that. Ooh, well, we did clear out that quest for the Drake skins. Okay, interesting. So we just have this. I don't think we can clear the rest of these out. So really the only thing we have left is the corruption stuff. At least so far. Avadon has sent me. They heard that you may know where Miranda is going. I do. One of my more foolhardy scouts found her tracks and actually followed her. He got closer to the core of the place than any human I know of. Except Miranda, of course. She approached the core and she kept going. We believe that is where she is now. Ophira marks the location on your map. We know almost nothing about the core. This makes the situation terrifying. Who knows what power could be unlocked there by a powerful, unhinged individual? What is the core? A place in the center of the corruption where the dark power of the place is at its strongest? We don't know why. Pure chance? Perhaps. Or maybe it is where the disaster that created the corruption occurred. We don't know. Can people survive there? Maybe. Probably. Unlikely. I don't know. I suspect that the answer is yes, but only for a little while. With any luck, you will find Miranda's body and be able to return quickly. Somehow, I doubt you will be that fortunate. What should I do? Stop her. Whatever she does there, it can only cause harm. The corruption can't be controlled. It can only be unleashed in storms of chaos and destruction. Alright, so we have our mission to go after Miranda. Make sure she stops what she's doing. Corruption's core. At last, you arrive in the core of the corruption. It was exactly as exhausting and perilous a journey as you feared. Days of wandering through dust storms, avoiding packs of horrors, and getting so lost that only the occasional glimpse of Miranda's fading tracks saved you. And now here you are, farther into the corruption than any human in centuries, except, of course, for Miranda. It is the heart of the corruption where its dark power is strongest. And what you find when you get here is a city. The city is ancient and ruined. The sand and winds of the corruption have crumbled the buildings and scoured the walls. The architecture is strange and unfamiliar. Whoever built this city, their culture and language have been lost to history. The ground to either side of the path has been completely torn up. The rocky ground has been pushed up into long ridges as if something has burrowed underneath. As you watch, the ground shakes. Something is definitely under there. You suspect that stepping onto the rougher ground would be very dangerous. However, avoiding it will make maneuvering through these ruins quite a bit trickier. The walkway through the ruin is flanked by a series of large statues. They are of lumpy humanoid forms, scoured flat by centuries of sand and wind. The result is suitably creepy. Then one of them turns to face you. It doesn't attack, it just stares at you with its creepy red eyes. You watch it, waiting for it to do something. Finally, it begins to speak. You, a visitor, new visitor, human, living human. Dust and chips of stone fall from its mouth as it speaks. You saw someone beside me? I did. I watch. I am a speaker. A sentinel. Its voice is slow and flat, betraying not a bit of emotion. Who created you? I do. No, I think. I watch. I have no memory. I have always been. You speak for the corruption? I am of it. I watch. I speak. I maintain balance. What other visitor did you see? Like you, human, alone, spoke with me, walked past, brings disruption. Was this person a woman? Do not know. Woman, do not know. How to judge. You creatures, small and strange. What did the person say? Little. Ignored me. Walked by. Where did this person go? Past me. North. Closest point to the core. Can you help me find her? I do not help. I watch. I speak. I maintain the balance, the purity. You find her, I will not interfere. What is the balance? The new one disturbs it. I let you pass. Make things even is my purpose, my only one. You ask the statue what it means by this, but it doesn't respond. It is immobile. Whatever consciousness inhabited it, it is gone. Okay, so we have to... You step on the blasted ground surrounding the ridges. Something instantly picks up the vibrations of your footsteps. Moments later, the ground shakes under your feet, leaving you unbalanced. At least the motion slowed you down before you actually stepped where the unseen horrors are burrowing. Oh, so we do have to wander around, pretty much. I'm honestly very intrigued by what this all will entail. Okay, so we have to stay on the even ground instead of the uneven ground. I don't really care if they're fatiguing me, to be honest, because I do want to save abilities as much as I can. Oh, come on, really? You get close enough to the edge of the city to see what is happening to it. It is being slowly devoured. The ruin is surrounded by a huge ocean of magma, eating away at it at the rate of an inch every few years. It is hot and miserable, and there are sure to be plenty of horrors ahead. And yet, if Miranda is to be stopped, this is still where you need to confront her. Well, those are easy to damage. You know, I wonder if I enter combat mode, is that gonna... Crap, that's an even ground. Can I get people safely across if I enter combat? You step on the uneven ridge of the ground. The reaction is immediate. All around you, horrors start to burrow out of the earth. They aren't unusually large, but they are solid blocks of muscle and teeth. powerful enough to rapidly dig through this rocky soil. And now that they have detected you, they flow out of the earth, eager to feed. The longer you stay on the rough soil, the more of them you will alert, and the tougher they will get. Crap, man. Crap, 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 crap. Move! I don't care if I'm ensnared or anything like that. Let's just move. What ground exactly is going to be the uneven ground, though, is my question. Really? Alright, get me out of this uneven ground. Get me out of this uneven ground. Why am I ensnared? Get me out of this uneven ground. See, they just keep popping up. Okay, yeah, we just have to... I want to try to figure this out here. Okay, this is kind of annoying, honestly. How the heck do I navigate uneven ground, man? You know what? I'm not even going to worry about looting up. I do actually want to try to figure out how to do this. You are now in the sewers of this ancient ruin. Large sections of this gallery have collapsed, blocking the passage with many tons of stone. And yet, much of the passage is intact. Strangely so. Although the surface is painfully hot and dry, it is cool and damp down here. The water is choked with algae and rotting material. The green of the water is the first sign of natural life you have seen in this dead land. Of course, the comfort is too much to hope for. The smell of fungus and rot makes you gag. However, you might be able to use these tunnels to navigate the deadly city above. Okay, well that's going to be very convenient then. And you know what? Before we proceed any further, let's just go ahead and save the game right here, and I'll see you all soon with the next part.